the sunlight as it waves to the moon. I love the dawn of a new day with you. Feels just like magic, the way we stop time. Wish we could stay forever intertwined. A love like this makes everything better. Oh, happiness is you at the center, like a merry-go-round. I'll stick around forever. If you could count the stars in the sky, circle the world 1,000 times, measure the ocean by its height, I love you more than that. More than the miles flown by the birds, more than the mysteries of the earth, way past the edge of the universe. I love you more than that, more than that. From season to season, as you grow and change, I promise my love will stay the same. Oh, I'll be your anchor, so you can be free to find every shade of wonder, whoever you be. A love like this makes everything better. Oh, happiness is you at the center, like a merry-go-round. I'll stick around forever. If you could count the stars in the sky, circle the world 1,000 times, measure the ocean by its height, I love you more than that. More than the miles flown by the birds, more than the mystery of the earth, way past the edge of the universe. I love you more than that, more than If you could count the stars in the sky, circle the world 1,000 times, measure the ocean by its height, I love you more than that. More than the miles flown by the birds, more than the mysteries of the earth, way past the edge of the universe. I love you more than that, more than that, more than that, more than that. I love you more than that.
We were just kids still breaking them rules, exchanging hellos after school. Got degrees, thought we moved on, but you were never far from gone. A couple years passed since that day. You were always tucked away somewhere close in the back of my mind, waiting on just the right time. I called your number and we talked for hours, catching up. Well, our first date was singing to the band train, and I knew I found the one. And now you're here, standing right in front of me, holding my hand tight in yours for all the world to see. I can't wait to spend my life, yeah, with you by my side, 'cause you and I would just feel right together. And I knew that moment our eyes met, I found the one, I found my forever. We can get away to New York City. The Brooklyn Bridge never looked so pretty then, with you right next to me. It's where I got down on one knee and asked you under those city lights, would you do the honor of becoming my wife? You said yes, now here we are, giving each other our hearts. Can see my future when I look into your eyes. You and I traveling the world together by my side. And now you're here, standing right in front of me, holding my hand tight in yours for all the world to see. I can't wait to spend my life, yeah, with you by my side, 'cause you and I would just feel right together. And I knew that moment our eyes met, I found the one, I found my forever. I'll say I do 1,000 times over. You're my family, my friend, my lover. I can't wait to spend our lives falling in love as husband and wife. And now you're here, standing right in front of me, holding my hand tight in yours for all the world to see. I can't wait to spend my life with you by my side, 'cause you and I would just feel right together. Yeah, you and I would just feel right together. I found my forever. I found my forever. I found my forever.
Hey friends, happy Thursday. Happy last day of April. Can you believe how fast this month has flown by? Whew, I just can't get over it that tomorrow is May 1st. Before we know it, summer's going to be gone. It hasn't even started. Oh, sorry. Cat hair. So welcome back. So today has just been another stay-at-home day. Mr. Jerry ran up and picked up some items at the online auction that he had won this morning. And then he's outside working. He's redoing our one landscaping area that had 3 beautiful flowering bushes there, but they've been there probably 23 years. And the last few years they just quit. They barely bloom. And I think they're just at the end of their cycle. So it's been a chore for him, because when we put them in, we put in the landscape fabric, and then we put a whole bunch of stones, pea stones and stuff on it, and then mulch. And then over the years of every other year doing mulch and stuff, he said that fabric had sunk probably 4 inches down. So, but I saw he's out there and he's got the last bush up. So we're not going to put, we're not for sure what to do out there. We're leaning towards maybe, because it's right in our driveway, and as you get out of your car, then you come up to our front door. I told him, I said, maybe we can do a solar fountain more towards the back side of it, and then just do some low growing stuff like alyssum, that really colorful little purple and white and flowers that just kind of fills the whole area up. Then he talked about a flagpole, but I had ordered that flag that he put up on the front porch, so he didn't want me to not use that. So, but we're kind of thinking what we want to do there. It has railroad ties on one end, the long side, and the other end, and those have got to come up. We've got some irises that are growing in the corner because probably 20 some years ago, his mom she grew beautiful irises, big bushes of them and everything. I mean, she drew like a 10-foot round circle, and it was just full of irises. I cannot grow irises. I haven't tried them since I was given some. But so we brought some back because I told his mom I wanted some. They were yellows and purples and stuff. And one night he was out there, and I've told the story before, and she gave him some in the bag, and he just, when he pulled in the driveway, he just threw it out right where they're growing, thinking that, well, they're not going to grow through the bag. Well, needless to say, you know, a few little plants, 2 or 3 now, has quadrupled in size, and so they will have to be moved because the one is growing up between. And so I'm just hoping that we can move them without disturbing too much, and then because they really like where they're at. So in the front of the house, there's nothing that really gets sun too much. So in the back of the house where I had some along our fence, they just didn't grow. And I think it's because when we get heavy rains, the neighbors, they all kind of flow. That heavy water comes right down and just about drowns everything out. So I'll find a place for him. So he's out there doing that. And I sat here this morning, and today was my last day of my quick Quaker sale, which means sew along. And that's where I've been showing you daily pictures of what I do. In that one day, there's stitches anywhere from 135 to 151. And it just blows my mind that today was the last one. And he's going to have another one in August, and I've already pre-ordered it because this one was fun to do. So I'm sure that it's going to be backwards to you. I don't know how to set that on my camera too well, but this is the finish right here. So today we put in the 2 tulips right here, and then my initials. Probably in editing I can flip it around so you can see the correct. But I just like all the details. I like the flower pot that's up here. I like the bird. I just like all of this. And that giant rose. But I did mine on 18 count Ada Country Mocha. And I use Weeks Dye Works Americana. So I got that done, and I don't know about you, but it's like when I finish a project, I've got all these other cross stitches I'm working on, but nothing's calling to me, you know? And I thought, oh, well, I'll just start a new one. Well, I've got other ones that are going. I just, at this moment, didn't want to do them. And so I pulled out 2 of them that I thought I would start, but I didn't have the floss for some of it. And so I pulled something else out, and I started just a little bit on it, and I put that away because I thought, nope, that's not what I want to do. So I pulled out that one I showed you yesterday that was all in reds, and I started on the bottom section of April's because it's a 12-month one, and everything that I have done for the last 3 days I have to rip out because for some reason the line that extended out, I doubled it, and so now it's like this much too big, and it's like, I don't know, 150, 200 stitches. So I put it back in the bag and put it down. So then I started working on my English paper piecing, sewing that. And then we had lunch, and then Jerry went outside, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to come in and I'm going to sew at least one more block on that 3-inch social lights from a Fat Quarter Shop. And I decided to do the 3-inch, what they call 3-inch, but really it's 3.5 inches. She's doing 3, 6, or 9. And I ended up doing 2. So all I have left to do, they're in block 10. And block 11, I think, comes out this Friday. So I only have, you know, 8, 9, 10. So, but let me show you the last 2. So this was a square and a square. She suggested square and a square paper, which I do not have, not for 3-inch anyways. And then the next one was the little flower. So this is what I've sewn so far. So I have the first one here. And there's number 2. And I just, for mine, I just pulled a 5-inch charm pack. And I'm just pulling colors as I go. That charm pack will run out, I know, and I'll have to find something else. And then I'm using a 5-inch charm pack for the white. And then I did this today. And then the little posy again. So that is all that I have done on that. So tonight, I think Jerry said our grandson Landon plays. He has baseball tonight. It's a makeup game because they had a rain out last week, or maybe it was the beginning of the week. And then tomorrow, Friday, they have 2 games, and one is another makeup game. So we'll be watching. If so far, knock on wood, the live stream has been coming through. So he doesn't pitch all the time. He's only allowed to pitch so many times if he's, you know, thrown so many pitches. So he normally plays center field. Last year he played left field and pitcher. So when he goes out in the outfield, you can't see him. And we can see him when he goes up to bat, but you know, it's not like being there. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go since he came in, and he's going to be taking a break, and it's probably getting close where I need to edit this, get this up, and we'll decide what we're going to do for supper tonight. So thanks for stopping by again, my friends, and hopefully your month of April was a good month for you. And hopefully May will come in and be a marvelous month for us all. Till we meet up again. See you soon.